Welcome to tutorial 5 of this series today on expected shortfall. Expected shortfall is the expected return given the value at risk level at alpha is exceeded. In formula form you get the following: the expected return given the return is lower than the value at risk. Using the definition of the conditional expectation you get the following, and this is what we are going to implement today. Let's start implementing this. First we'll make a own function for calculating the value at risk, instead of calculating it here in the main function. So let's put it here. As input we take theta, we take the distribution, and we will take the alpha level, and then value at risk at level alpha is equal to the inverse CDF, which we did the previous episode. And then we return the value at risk at alpha. We will use this function when we will write the expected shortfall function, since we are integrating to the value at risk. Let's specify an alpha level here of 0.05 and use the function that we just created to calculate the value at risk at the 0.05 level in our main function. Then let's continue to the expected shortfall function. The expected shortfall function needs exactly the same parameters. First we start by calculating alpha, or calculating the value at risk at level alpha, using the function we just created. Then we are integrating from a lower bound. You can take minus infinity as lower bound, but for numerical stability I always like to choose a higher lower bound. So I use a lower bound of minus 100. If you use a really fat-tailed distribution, maybe put it lower, but it doesn't really matter, I think. Then the ES at alpha is an integration, so we use the quad function. And then we use lambda, we are integrating over x. We do x times the PDF of x. And we are integrating from the lower bound we just set to the value at risk at alpha. This is all from our definition. And we take the value that comes out of this and we divide by alpha, which we also saw in the definition. Then the calculation is already finished and we can return the expected shortfall at level alpha. Then let's integrate it in our main function. He is at 5% level. So use the function we just created. And we multiply by the square root of the conditional variance we calculated with the GARCH model. Then let's also implement it in the plot. We label 5% expected shortfall. Let's run this. I see. We need to rename some arguments. I made a mistake. Because we input theta into this function, not theta ml. Now it should work. And indeed, we see it run. There is an overflow in the EGB2 function, but for the rest it all seems fine. Let's check the plots now. So this looks alright. The expected shortfall is lower than the value at risk, which we expect. You can also check the t-distribution. We expect it to be lower than the normal distribution. Is this really the case? Yes. I already see a notable difference on the plots. which is probably also the case for the EGB2 distribution. So this was it already. It's really easy to implement when you have the value at risk. It's just taking an integral, that's all. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and goodbye.